Malcolm Brogdon, once celebrated as the steady hand every contender wanted, is now heading to New York on just a one-year, non-guaranteed deal. For a player who was once Rookie of the Year, a trusted floor general in Indiana, and the sixth Man of the Year in Boston, this move feels like a major turning point. The question is simple but loaded. Is this a bargain steal for the Knicks, or a desperate roll of the dice? The Knicks have been searching for depth, experience, and playoff toughness. Qualities Brogdon still flashes when he's healthy, but his recent string of injuries has raised eyebrows across the league. Some analysts see this as a savvy, low-risk signing, while others wonder if Brogdon's best days are behind him. Either way, fans in Madison Square Garden are buzzing. This isn't just about adding another veteran. It's about whether Brogdon can revive his career in the biggest spotlight of all. Malcolm Brogdon's journey in the NBA has been anything but ordinary. Drafted in the second round back in 2016, he wasted no time proving doubters wrong by capturing Rookie of the Year honors, a rare feat for someone taken outside the lottery. From the very start, Brogdon built his reputation as a player who could do a little bit of everything: defend, shoot efficiently, and keep the offense steady. His time with the Milwaukee Bucks showcased his ability to fit seamlessly alongside stars, hitting clutch threes and defending multiple positions. Then came his move to the Indiana Pacers, where he blossomed into a lead guard, averaging career highs in scoring and playmaking. By the time he landed with the Boston Celtics, Brogdon was widely seen as the definition of a reliable veteran. The highlight? Winning Sixth Man of the Year in 2023. He became the spark plug off the bench for a team chasing a title, proving his value even when not in a starting role. But along with his accolades came the recurring problem: injuries. Hamstring pulls, knee soreness, and nagging ankle issues slowly chipped away at his availability. And in the NBA, availability is often the biggest ability. So why did the Knicks step in? The answer lies in both need and opportunity. New York entered this offseason with questions about their backcourt depth. While Jalen Brunson has solidified himself as the star, the bench unit lacked a steady hand who could organize the offense when he sat. Enter Malcolm Brogdon. Signing him to a one-year, non-guaranteed deal makes sense for several reasons. First, the risk is minimal. The Knicks aren't tying up long-term money, and if it doesn't work, they can move on easily. But if it does click, they've found a veteran guard with championship experience at a bargain price. His role is expected to center on running the second unit, spacing the floor with his shooting, and providing secondary playmaking. Beyond the X's and O's, there's also the locker room factor. New York's young core, players like Quentin Grimes and Miles McBride, can learn a lot from Brogdon's professionalism and playoff experience. For Tom Thibodeau, it's the type of veteran presence he's leaned on in the past. Someone who may not wow with highlights, but can be trusted in big moments. And in Madison Square Garden, that steadiness might be exactly what the Knicks have been missing. For every Knicks fan excited about this move, there's another holding their breath. Malcolm Brogdon's biggest red flag has always been the same: injuries. Over the past few seasons, he's battled everything from hamstring strains to knee soreness and ankle problems. Each time he seems to get rolling, his body seems to betray him. That pattern has made teams hesitant to commit long-term, and it's why a former Sixth Man of the Year is signing just a one-year, non-guaranteed deal. There's also the question of minutes. Tom Thibodeau is notorious for heavy workloads on his main guys, but Brogdon might not be able to handle a consistent 25 to 30 minutes a night. If his playing time is limited, it could disrupt the team's rotation, especially when Brunson sits. Knicks fans have seen this before. Veteran signings that promised a spark but ended up fading due to health or inconsistency. The media is already speculating that Brogdon could find himself losing touches if New York's young guards take another leap. In a league where youth and durability are often prioritized, the margin for error is razor thin. So while the upside is clear, the risks are just as glaring. If Brogdon can't stay on the floor, this signing becomes just another what-if in the long line of Knicks gambles. But let's flip the script. What if Malcolm Brogdon stays healthy? That's when this deal turns into one of the sneakiest steals of the offseason. At his best, Brogdon brings exactly what the Knicks need: calm decision-making, efficient shooting, and the ability to control tempo in half-court settings. His fit in New York's system could be seamless. With Brunson carrying the heavy scoring load, Brogdon can slot in as the stabilizer, keeping the ball moving, punishing defenses that sag off him, and creating scoring chances for teammates. Think about how Derrick Rose had a mini revival with the Knicks a few years ago. Not the MVP version, but a steady veteran who became a fan favorite. Brogdon has the potential to write a similar story, and it's not just about stats. His leadership and playoff toughness can't be overstated. The Knicks are trying to prove they can hang with Eastern Conference giants like the Celtics and Bucks, and having someone who's been through deep playoff runs could tip the scales in crunch time. If everything breaks right, New York might have landed the perfect veteran for a deep postseason push, all without mortgaging their future. The signing of Malcolm Brogdon isn't just about adding another guard. It's about the Knicks positioning themselves for the long grind of the season. In the Eastern Conference, the margin between a top 4 seed and a first-round exit can be razor thin. Teams like the Celtics, Bucks, Sixers, and Heat all have proven depth, and that's where New York has often fallen short. By bringing in Brogdon, the Knicks are betting that his steady hand can help them navigate those tough stretches when stars need rest. If he clicks, this one-year contract becomes a classic audition. Play well, and Brogdon could secure a multi-year deal either with New York or elsewhere. If he struggles, the Knicks lose nothing but a roster spot. This move also sends a message to the locker room. The front office is serious about competing now. They're not stockpiling assets or waiting on future drafts. They want to win, and they're willing to take calculated risks to make it happen. For Brogdon, it's both pressure and opportunity. At 32, he's no longer the young overachiever. This season could define whether he's remembered as a key contributor on playoff teams or just another veteran whose body gave out too soon. At the end of the day, the Malcolm Brogdon signing is the definition of a smart gamble. 1 year, minimal cost, and the chance to add a proven veteran to a team desperate for backcourt stability. The risk is obvious. Injuries have followed him everywhere. But the reward could be just as big. For the Knicks, this is about seizing the moment in an Eastern Conference that's wide open behind the top contenders. For Brogdon, it's about proving he still belongs in the spotlight. The question now is simple. Will this be the move that gives New York the steady presence they've been missing, or just another veteran signing that fades into the background? Knicks fans will find out soon enough under the bright lights of Madison Square Garden.